Mavis, the bloody barren up building all that axe on. What are you bloody wearing, woman?
Oh, I'm wearing a Narrowboat wool t-shirt. Do you like it?
Bloody hell, woman, is it cold outside? You got nipples like bloody ship's rivets. When you walked in here, Mavis, you'll do a bloody figure of eight.
Oh, now I can wear this t-shirt on our special nights, Arthur.
Oh, bloody hell, Mavis, you've been the death of me, but in a good way.
I've been here for about 5 days at Windmill, 48-hour moorings. Next door to old Martin. And a little doggy, come on then. Come on then, little doggy. Oh, it's beautiful little. Little doggy. Oh, God's sakes. We got his ball back in the end. He kept putting it in the water himself. He's a right naughty little dog. I tell you what, these got some water in the end. Look, it thawed out. Got some pressure in. Got some pressure in these hoses. When you take them off, still got pressure in, look. So that's good news. We finally got some water. Yeah, these hoses, they're expandable, and so you can wrap them up, look, and stick them in the under your step, and they wrap up really small, so they're really handy. The other ones you have to roll up and roll out and roll up again. But some people like these, some people don't, you know. Yeah, but I'm heading to down to Brandon at last. I'm going to do the adventure down there now it's thawed out, so you're going to come along. Oh, come on, it's not that bad. I love that cold spell. All that frozen, frosty scenes and all the foggy mornings and there's beautiful sunsets and sunrises. I know you guys enjoyed it as well. But enough emphasise it on these Fens, it is stunning. Come on, Will, hurry up. Just got to get the old ropes in. Now, depending on the flow of the river, it depends on which rope I take off first. If the river's flowing towards me now on this occasion, so I'll leave the front rope on till last. And then, because otherwise the front end just pulls out, you know, in a flow, and then you're stuffed, aren't you? Your boat's gone off. After all that faffing around, I forgot to push the front end off, so I've got to run back again. Keeps you fit though, doesn't it? These boats steer from the rear, you've got to push your front end out before you can start steering it, you know, get some flow going on that bow. I shan't wave to anybody I see. Anybody walking, any rowers, any boaters, any fishermen, I'll wave to them, you know. Splits the day up, doesn't it? As you can see, it's an overcast day, but there's no wind again. Wow. You know, it's unusual on these Fens. Oh no, my mate Chris has turned up. This means coffee and talking.
Just missed me, mate. Just missed me. You just missed me. I'm going down to Brandon. Going to Brandon. Yeah. I might stop for a coffee though. I'll stop down there. I'll meet you down there, yeah? Alright.
This is why boating's so slow. I decided to turn around and have a coffee instead. That's a great thing about this place. Any boat will tell you about turning on the canal. You might have to go miles to turn around. But here, you turn anywhere. That's fabulous. Will I ever get away from these moorings? I seem to must be getting stuck back at these moorings. I've been here just like a week.
I'm back here again. Just turned around and I'm going to have a coffee with Chris. Then I'm going to get going. And I'm going to clean the brass this side. For real this time. Chris, I'm going to see Chris's dogs. He's got a lovely pair of dogs. He's just getting water and he's turning round. Got me water. I might as well, instead of waiting for him down there, he said wait for me down there, I'll have a coffee. I thought, I'll just turn around, it's easier. Mate! What do you think to all this turning around? Oh, he's making you dizzy. I know it's me, mate. Turn around. Every now and then I get a little... You like that? It's always nice seeing people having chats and coffees. Chewing the fat about the levels and the weather and all that. Had a coffee. Give me some sandpaper and what have you. Really nice.
Free your mind. Let yourself go. Let yourself go. Let yourself go. Let yourself free your mind. Let yourself go. 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 Let yourself go.
Brandon's 14 miles. Wow, I didn't think it was that far. Sugar. Here we go down the slow cruise down the Narrowboats.
I'm always amazed at how different each boat is. Little detour there, look. I didn't go in the field, honestly. How each boat is completely, utterly different. It's very rare to see a boat that's even similar, to be honest. Apart from the GRPs, they are sometimes.
Free your mind. Let yourself go. Let yourself
unusual boats here. That's a nice one. There's also, you can rent this, it's a wet dock they call it, where you're not actually out the water, you're still in the water, but you've got shelter over you, so you can still paint and things like that and do some work on your boat in the dry, which is absolutely fabulous. And also they do sell diesel here, and I think you can get water and coal and things. But I've never seen anybody working this. I don't know whether you ring a bell or something, I'm not sure. I came down this river in that heat wave and it was nothing like what it is this time. It's a completely different river, a lot more water in it. There's a lot more lakes and a lot more wildlife, and I'll show you that later on.
Free your mind.
Gotta give me a filthy thumbs up. Cheers, mate. See you later. I'm at the chap there on Whittlesea, is it? Over the middle levels, and he was over there, so that was good. Well, it's different, isn't it? It's a new breed of duck. Even a better breed of swan down here. Hello, mate. Got this very interesting species of swans. It's like a bit of fun, doesn't it? I'm hoping to find somewhere to moor up so I can get some lunch. It's an interesting little thing. Oh, weeders are down here, look. Oh, doing their weeding business. I'm going to try and get in here, but it seems a bit shallow now, rippers. Oh, let's crack on. Try and find somewhere else.
Looks like a decent little moor in here. It looks deep enough. I went past it and I reversed back, and I'm trying to get in. Trying to sneak in there, rippers.
Getting some more up here would be nice. Is it deep enough? I'm not sure.
There aren't many moorings on this stretch, so you've got to get in where you can, and it's always hit and miss.
I'm stuck. You know what I'm saying? Ooh. Come on, baby, here we go.
When I jump off, you just never know if the ground's going to be soft or hard. You know, you just take your chances, don't you?
Come on, baby.
Bit of a small gap for my boat, but it turned out to be deep enough, and it was a nice mooring actually at the end of the day. Don't know if you can hear me in the background, snapping twigs and falling over and screaming. I really enjoy these uncertain adventures where you just never know where you're going to end up. These long days cruising, just put your headphones on, get your music on, and just chill out and enjoy the scenery.
Right. So I'm sort of in. I'll stay here for an hour, have some lunch, and then let's have a look up here, shall we? Let's see what's going up here. Oh, just very, very peaceful. Very, very peaceful. Open land. Nobody about. It's very quiet. Somebody working over there, look. Oh, it's lovely. Here we are. Right. So I set off this morning at 8:30. It's taken me sort of 4.5 hours to get here. It's all stoppages and what have you, and faffing around. Wow. Right. I've had a nice lunch here. It's pretty good actually. Done my washing. Now it's time to get on my way for a couple of hours. It's 3 o'clock. I might get an hour and a half of cruising in. Hopefully I'll find another mooring somewhere. I'm not sure. Let's find out. It's a bit harder getting off this than it was getting on earlier. Any boat will tell you this. Sometimes the front of the boat just won't leave the bank. It gets stuck in there, you know. Just some kind of suction or something going off. So the front of your boat just stays on the bank, and you just can't get it off. Don't know why that is. Possibly a mud bank or something, you know, and your hull sort of gets stuck on the mud. Eventually, I'm getting going now, so that's all right. Finally managed to get away from the bank. You know what I mean? Let me get going. This is an interesting building. It must have been a serious house at one time, or a barn or something. It's all falling down now. It's all dilapidated and left to rack and ruin. It's like a scene from a horror movie or something, doesn't it? It's got some real creepy character to it. Remote cruising, this is the river to do it on, because it's like a massive nature reserve really. It's a beautiful place. I mean, the trees are bare now, but and it's overcast, but it's still a real beautiful stretch. Imagine the fenmen in the day harvesting the reed beds like wheat, and the geese, like flocks of geese, or like sheep, I suppose. It was like a farmer on the water there, wasn't it, in those days? Rickety boat could tell a few tales. Been sat there for years. It's almost getting dark now, so I need to moor up somewhere. This looks like a decent bit of Armco and a bit of flat land I can jump off. I want to aim for that little sticky out bit there. Put the back end on there. Jump off there. Looks perfect. There's no real moorings all the way down this river. Well, there are some goba halfway down, which are beautiful goba moorings, but they're hard to get onto. It's mainly like this on this river, so
you've got to have your wits about you, and it's in the middle of nowhere, and you can't be falling over and banging your head. You know what I mean?
Seems nice for the night. I'll stay at 4 o'clock. I'll get a front rope in, and then that's it for the evening, I think. Well, here we are. I managed to get a rope in there, a rope in there, and a rope in the front. I'll have a look. See what's up here. There's cars over there. There's cars and people, so farm over there. It seems to be really quiet and peaceful. I'll take it. How do you feel about more in there? Let me know in the comments, rippers.